Hi everyone. So today Jennifer Galvin and I, Pierre Côté, will explain to you how we would use Inquest, the activity from our book, with our class. So the chapter we chose is The Bones of Father Christmas, and the event that we chose is when the painting gets ruined. So what we would do is that with our class, we would split the students into 4 groups because there are 4 characters.
So we have the Duke right here. Then we have Eaglefeld. We have the Patriarch. And then we have Beatrice. Right here.
So there would be 4 groups. Each group would have one of these characters. So each one of them, based on the beginning of story that would be done by the teacher, so we would do guided reading, would have to consult with their group and improvise an answer to the accusation about the painting. So someone in the chapter broke the painting and they must figure out who did it. Here's an example of what the class could do.
It's your turn. What are your arguments?
My arguments about the painting? I don't even know what you're talking about. I've only been here for a few hours. How dare you blame me? I'm your invitee and you're like blaming me. I think you're trying to make me your scapegoat for your own mistake. I bet your painting was always broken. I'm a philologist. I know art. I would never touch such art. How dare you? Your testimony von Eaglefeld. Now, Mr. the Duke, what is your defense?
It's my painting. I would never ruin it. I invited you here, Eaglefeld, and you done nothing to ruin my stuff. I'm a duke, I have a title, and I'm an honest man.
Interesting argument, Mr. the Duke. Now, Miss Beatrice, it is your time to shine.
Listen, I'm the assistant, and I never ruin my master's painting. I work for the Duke. I would never risk to lose my job. I have a lot of respect for him. Beatrice, really good argument. Now, Mr. the Patriarch, please enlighten us.
I am the Patriarch. I represent the church. I am an honest man. I also have enough problems on my hand, as I told you earlier. I would never dare to break your painting, my friend. I live here with you. I like it here. I would never dare to break anything. Also, I am way too old to reach so far. I would break my arms if I did. You're all liars. I was invited here, and I bet you all are lying. Mr. the Patriarch, yeah, you represent the church. If there is one establishment on earth that has been proven to be not honest, it's the church. Why would I believe you? I mean, I'm a philologist. Mr. the Duke, you have so many paintings here. Perhaps this one has been ruined this whole time. Maybe it's really old and you broke it when you put it on the wall. How could I know that? Miss Beatrice. Sorry. Yeah, you are the assistant. What are you even doing here, really? You help the Duke? And then what? I mean, I'm von Eaglefeld. I would never dare. As I said before, I'm a philologist. I know art. I would never break something.
Assistant? Really? I've been inspiring everyone around the past years, and this is how you treat me? Who do you think you are? And Mr. the Duke, how do you dare to let Eaglefeld treat me like this? What a shame. I quit. Try to replace me. Trust me, you'll be disappointed in what you get. I'm irreplaceable. Me.
Now I will explain to you why we decided to use guided reading until page 199. The first reason is that, well, that chapter is really long, so we thought that after about 20-ish pages, it would be really nice for most students to pause their reading, the reading of the class, to stand up and move and talk and do something else. After that, the second reason is that guided reading allows concurrent introspection, which is to basically read aloud, to pause, and to question aloud the text. In that, to question aloud the text allows auto-reflection. So basically, people think. And that finally brings out the point, it brings aesthetic reading, which is the main goal to literature. We really want our kids to be reading for fun rather than to only read to gain information. The last point is that guided reading allows dramatization of the text. So the teacher has a chance to clarify language issues. So when he reads, if some vocabulary is troublesome, he can help the kids to understand. So the whole class is on the same page. After that, it allows the teacher to stop and pause, which allows voice modulation for dramatic effects. And finally, it allows kids to produce responses of their own. So it personalizes reading and creates motivation.
Language gain and cultural acquisition. So since it's really a debate, the students will have to use their creativity and they will really have to use improvisation. So they will really have to get out of their comfort zone and work together, and they must be prepared for this activity. They will have to listen to the other's argument. They will have to understand what the others say. So it's really good for the students to really work together and understand, and they also really have to have their arguments already ready in advance. Since they won't have a chance to film themselves, it really allows students to take part in an activity that is based on the real life context and be spontaneous. Also, it's really good for a C1 evaluation. So the teacher will be able to evaluate his students at the same time, evaluate their oral skills. If you have strong students in your classroom, well, since the teacher has the role of the judge, he will be able to manage the time equally for everyone. So he will be able to give the speech to different students and be sure that everyone speak and improve. The fact that it's a debate, we think it's really good for the cultural acquisition, since you have to prove your own point. You have to follow some rules, so you really learn how to live in society. We also think it will be really good for the students' motivation, because since they will be doing an activity on the chapter, they will really want to know who finally the final verdict. So they will have to read. They will have to read until the end if they want to know what happens as a final verdict in the story. So we think it will be really good for the students' motivation in general.